Ever pulled the latest changes with git pull and ended up with a bunch of confusing merge commits you didn't ask for? Well, you are not alone, and today I'll show you how a simple tweak using git pull rebase. This can help you clean up your git repository and git commit history and make your commit history look like a pro. So let's discuss the problem first. Now, what is the problem with git pull? Instead of just using the rebase, we'll first discuss with what is the problem in git pull first. Now, when you run git pull, Git tries to merge your local commits with the ones from the remote. Let's say we have two commit history. So this is Virat's local commit history where there is a commit on the main branch, that is A. Then there is another commit on top of it called B. Now this commit history is pushed to GitHub, and this is the remote origin or the remote GitHub commit history where the commit A and B are present like this. Now when you run a git pull, by default what will happen, git will clone a copy of the commit from remote, put it aside like this. Then it will try to merge both the commit. This is my commit, right? And this is Virat's commit which was present in the remote. Now what git will try to do, it will try to then it will try to merge both the commits B and C like this and create a new merge commit. Let's say this is a new merge commit, and this is the commit history that will look like. Now your commit history has one extra merge commit. So this is the merge commit which contains both B and C. So if there is divergence, it creates a merge commit, as you can see, even if there is no real conflict. Even if there is no real conflict between both the commits B and C, it will still create a merge commit to prepare the commit history. So this clutters your commit history, right? Especially when you are collaborating with multiple of developers, not just Virat here. You can have multiple developers here in your team, right? So in that case, your long-lived feature branches and other commits will create a unnecessary unwanted merge commits throughout the development cycle, which are basically unwanted. Now, in order to solve this problem, what we have git pull rebase. Now, when you run with git pull rebase, what will happen? When you use git pull rebase, instead of merging two commits like this and creating a new merge commit, what git will try to do? It will just won't do any of these things. It will then simply first temporarily keep your commit aside, pull the commit, put the remote commit, put it here, right? This is the remote commit, and then bring your commit on top of it, and it will create a cleaner commit history like this. And the result, as you can see, is it's a linear cleaner commit history, no unnecessary merge commits in place. So it's like saying, so just create a linear, simple, linear, clean commit history, just like it was written by one person in one go. So this is what it does. Now you might think, what happens if there is merge conflict? You might think, what happens when there is conflict between let's say the commits of B and commits of C? What about the conflicts? In that case, what you have to do, git provides another command called git rebase abort. Now what it will do, it will just undo the actions done by git pull rebase and just bring your application to the older state, right? That means there won't be anything here and here as such, and it will bring your application to the previous state or bring your commit history to the previous state as it was. Now what you can do, you can just once you are done with the git rebase abort, now you can actually run the git pull. This is a pro tip. I mean, in this case, now you can run git pull so that it will try to again create a merge commit by merging both of them. Then you can just like you fix the conflict. When there is a merge conflict, you fix the conflict and then push the code. So the tip is only fall back to the regular git pull command when rebase gets too messy or you want to merge the changes with intent. Only in those cases you use git pull. Otherwise, in order to have a cleaner and lean commit history without any unwanted merge commits, until and unless it is necessary, you will definitely want to use git pull with the rebase command. So what are the rule of thumbs? The rule of thumb is use git pull rebase by default. Use git pull only when you intentionally want a merge commit or git rebase fails due to some merge conflict. In that case, you can abort the thing using git rebase abort. So this small habit can dramatically improve your collaboration and debugging skill. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your team, and that's all for today. Thank you.